I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going.
Viral. Hey, Banks, have you ever been in a life or death situation?
Yes, I think I was.
Really? Like
Yeah.
that, like close to death?
Um, I got beat up, and if
Okay.
if somebody didn't come by and stop it, it could have been life and death for me. Have you?
I was almost in one yesterday.
What?
I was at 4,000 feet flying, and there was a big poof of black smoke that came from my instrument panel, and I started smelling electronics burning. And I'm like, oh boy. Uh, here's the good part. Here's the good news. And here's what I want to ask you about. My preparation for that exact incident kicked right in. I brought my fire extinguisher out. I started making a 180-degree turn back to the airport I came from. I turned off my electronics, the whole master switch, everything was off. I was like ready and on it, and I was very happy with myself. Now, it turned out a capacitor in one of my radios popped. That's all it was. It wasn't a full fire or anything like that. So I was able to land safely, not a problem. But I could have been bad if something else had caught fire or if it was a bigger issue. So my
So let
question
me.
is, yeah,
Okay,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. When you turn off electronics, that means you're manually driving the plane. Then at that time.
Yeah, actually, the plane flies without electrical energy. I don't know if you realize that. All
Oh,
planes do that. They have something called magnetos that keeps the engine going, even if you turn the electronics off. You turn off the energy source.
oh, I did not know that. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What's your question?
I guess my question is, are you prepared for the next emergency? Do you go through scenarios where what if this happens? What would I do? Because when it happens, you don't have time to think. That's my whole point. I was at 4,000 feet. If something went wrong, I was screwed if I wasn't ready.
All right. So you were paying attention during that part in the class, right? You knew grab the fire extinguisher. You knew to do that. So what you're asking is, are we prepared? Am I prepared in life for these kind of situations? All right. Life or
Yeah.
death
So
situations.
two questions, two points of it. What is the
Okay.
next emergency, and
Mhm.
are you ready for it?
Okay. So I have to fill you in on my view of death. Okay.
Okay.
I think, I feel that I am there with death, which means when it happens, it happens. I'm okay with it. Okay.
Yeah.
I've lived 57 years. My life has been incredible. I mean, wow. Um, I feel that it's going to be incredible as I go forward. The point I'm saying is that I'm not, I'm not scared to die. So if that happens, it happens.
Right.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm gonna embrace where that goes. I feel that we all die, and by all dying, that means I'm gonna die. So I wrap my head around it. So I'm there. So what is the next life or death threatening situation? I don't even know. I mean, uh, I don't
Well,
even think. I don't even think about that.
oh well, yes, you do. You do. And let me just here's what I think I want to get at. I'm not saying I'm okay with dying too, right? Look, if it happens, it happens. That doesn't mean I'm not going to take precautions. That doesn't mean I'm not going to die needlessly, if that makes sense. In other words, I'm not going to drive. You wear a seatbelt when you drive a car?
I do.
Why not? Why not? I mean, why wear a seatbelt? Why not just say, if I die, I die. So we do take precautions. Look, we do things that are relatively smart just in case. And if we die, we die. That's fine. I'm with you on that. But we don't need to be reckless either.
I agree. I agree. So, okay. So as I'm preparing for, okay, here it is. As I'm preparing for the next issue, the next
Yeah.
situation that might arise, here's what I do. I attempt to uh, feel every moment of my life being present in it. And if I'm present in every moment of my life, I'm not going to have any regret on the back end. I'm not going
I
to look
understand.
back and go, oh.
Yeah.
So my preparation is to stay here in the moment.
All right, let me ask you a question. You're driving, you're in the moment, right? But your car breaks down in a really, really bad part of town,
Okay.
and you're not in it, and you're not feeling terribly comfortable. What do? You're just gonna lock your doors and stay inside? I mean, have you thought about that? Have you ever run through that scenario?
I have not. I have not. I had a situation in my 20s. In my 20s, I went up to Atlanta to do just some stand up. I ended up in a not the best, a depressed part of town,
Yeah.
and I had to use a payphone. Hey, payphone times back then, and I realized that these people were getting closer to me, and I basically got in my car and went. Now, that's the first thing that came to mind. Um, to save my life, I have gone through these kind of scenarios where people want to give a put harm on me, and my scenario is that I don't know if this is going to work, but this is what I just go crazy.
Yeah. Just nuts. Just you just start flailing your arms and shouting real loud. Like, what do you mean crazy? Define crazy.
Yes. Insane. I've
You
become
start
Harpo
speaking in
Marx.
tongues? Like, I mean, is it like, what the heck? Are you possessed? What goes on, man? Oh, wait a minute. You're the host. That's what you're saying. You turn green and you just get all crazy. All right.
No, Mark Ruffalo, I am not. Um, I mean that's how I would handle. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I would try to go through it logically and talk to the people and be on their level. If that didn't work, going crazy is, I'm doing a Prince. I'm go crazy. Um, that's the way I look at it.
Although, let me just recommend something. Never do a Mark Ruffalo. If you're going to go crazy, do a Lou Ferrigno. You got to do Lou Ferrigno. Go to the original, the man himself.
Bill Bixby. Go to Bill Bixby. Yeah.
Bill Bixby, yes. Yes. Do the
um,
Roger Bannister, the $6 million man. You
yeah. Yeah.
gotta go to
All
that
right.
level.
All right, Josh. So you brought this up and you were prepared. Are you
I
prepared
was.
for everything? I mean, do you spend time now preparing for what comes in the future?
I do. I wouldn't say endlessly, but yes. I wonder that if I'm in a bar or a restaurant and some bigger dude comes up and wants to start something, I'm ready. I know what to do. And that's why I take martial arts, right? I'm ready. I think about stuff like that.
So have you ever had to use that?
Never had. And
Hmm.
that's the beautiful thing about being ready is you almost never need to use it. Almost never need to use it.
Wow. Yeah. Um, so you have it as a back pocket little accessory that you can pull out anytime you want.
Yeah. Are you
Or
talking about like for the plane, for example?
no, I'm talking about karate. You
Oh,
have that as something. Okay,
I
wouldn't
have, I
that be?
have, yeah, I have something called muscle memory. So for karate, for martial arts, it's not I don't take out my handy dandy guide to how to do a kick and no. It's muscle memory. If someone touches me, I automatically do the same thing. I
Okay,
automatically go and basically
okay,
I'm going to maim them.
okay.
What
So
happens.
so so a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I get these texts that are saying, "Get a concealed license. Get it now for a gun. For a gun."
Yeah.
And and it was right before the election, and gun manufacturers, I guess, were pushing people to have more guns just in case whatever happens. And isn't that kind of similar to what you do? I mean, you have karate, and you are prepared for something. Wouldn't somebody getting a gun to be prepared for a pandemic and a political unrest and a racial unrest and
No.
What's the
And
difference?
here's the difference. First of all, it's not karate. It's let's just say martial arts.
Okay, sorry.
I know you're I know everything is karate when it comes to martial arts, but that's fine. No, martial arts requires competence. It requires skill. And it requires practice. Owning a gun does not. In fact, most people that own guns don't know how to use them and actually end up hurting themselves. So it's different. Yes, you can use a gun effectively, but that.
All right. So let me finish with this. Have you ever hurt yourself doing martial arts?
Not myself, but I've had other people maybe go a little too far, but I've survived. I'm good.
All right. Wow, that was fast. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going
Viral.
Oh, yeah, look at you.
Hey, easy there.
I know Tai Chi, just a little.